Welcome to The Property Code, your no-fluff, strategy-first guide to real estate investing. Today's episode is not just a step-by-step tutorial, it's a story, one that mirrors what thousands of new investors experience when they try to buy their first rental property. Let's talk about Sophia. Sophia was 30 years old, a public school teacher in Phoenix, and completely new to real estate. She didn't come from money, she didn't have a background in finance. What she had was $11,000 in savings, a strong desire for financial independence, and a deadline, 90 days to buy her first rental property. She gave herself that goal on New Year's Day, and she stuck to it. Here's how she did it. Weeks 1 to 2, finding her strategy. Sophia started by asking herself one powerful question. Why real estate? For her, it wasn't just about the money. It was about building something she owned, something permanent. Her goal was simple. Monthly cash flow, enough to eventually replace part of her teaching income. She spent week 1 researching what types of rentals work best for beginners. By week 2, she had a target, a small single-family home in a landlord-friendly market, ideally near a major university or hospital. She chose Tucson, affordable, stable rents, and only a few hours from where she lived. Weeks 3 to 6, laying the groundwork. Now it was time to get practical. Sophia met with a local lender and got pre-approved for a Federal Housing Administration loan. Her max purchase price? Around $165,000. She opened a separate bank account for her future property and started tracking every dollar. She also joined a local investor Facebook group where she found a realtor who specialized in helping first-time buyers. And critically, she made her first connection with a property manager, someone who could help her screen tenants and handle repairs. Weeks 7 to 10, entering the market. Sophia blocked off Saturday mornings for one task, deal analysis. She looked at listings, ran numbers, and compared rents using Rentometer. She followed the 1% rule. The property should rent for at least 1% of the purchase price. One Saturday, she found a 2-bedroom home near a community college listed at $149,000. Rent estimates came in around $1,350. The numbers worked. By week 9, she toured the home with her realtor and made an offer. $5,000 under asking, with a financing contingency. Weeks 11 to 12, due diligence mode. The seller accepted her offer. Now things got real. She scheduled an inspection, reviewed utility bills, and checked the HOA rules. There was an issue with the HVACs. She negotiated a $2,000 seller credit. Her lender finalized the paperwork, and she locked in her insurance policy. Her property manager did a walkthrough and confirmed the home could be rented in its current condition with only a few cosmetic upgrades. Week 13, closing. Sophia signed the papers and wired the funds. She was officially a landlord. Within 3 weeks, the property was leased to a graduate student. Monthly cash flow after all expenses, $210. Not life-changing, but proof of concept. A start, real momentum. The takeaways. Sophia's journey is a blueprint, not because it was perfect, but because it was structured. She defined her investment goal early. She picked a market with high rental demand. She built her team before she needed them. She ran her numbers like a business, not a hobby. And most importantly, she took action every single week. Buying your first rental property doesn't require hundreds of thousands of dollars. It requires focus, a plan, and consistency. If Sophia did it with a teacher's salary and no prior experience, so can you. Thanks for listening to The Property Code. If this episode gave you clarity, subscribe, leave a review. Until next time, decode wealth one door at a time.